Hey guys, Kaido here today with another YouTube video. How you guys doing? And today we're gonna be talking about Kha'Zix. Yesterday I uploaded a Kindred video from all the game from after all the games I played in solo queue. I got a great feel on a lot of the champions that we usually talk about on this channel. And today, we talk about Kha'Zix. And let me bring my OPGG real quick. OPGGs. So I'm challenger right now. Pretty good win rates. And I'm calling this account, and my college win rate is good. It was also good on the other accounts until I had the cursed games. But yeah, we're sticking to this account right now, and my other accounts are kind of for fun. But when you look at my Kha'Zix stats or like games, I guess. At first I was doing Conquer on Kha'Zix. This is the account I was climbing initially, and if you guys will keep me on, maybe it used to be called Butter Chicken 1, but yeah, now it's called YouTube. But yeah, I was playing Conquer at first, and then I realized while playing that I'm pretty sure Dark Harvest is just very broken right now, just because how they change how people do less damage overall. And the thing is, like, if your items are strong, so to me, that items are pretty strong in those cases, and Dark Harvest has to have value just because it scales very hard. So if you play for stacks and you're always constantly fighting, you would just get a scale in the game. Like eventually, like at first I was taking inspiration, right? But then eventually I started taking sorcery secondary. Because if the game ever scales, like ever goes 20 minutes plus, which is very likely, because I feel like it's hard to close out games nowadays. You'll get a lot of value from these runes on Kha'Zix. I've also tried precision secondary. I've tried Alacrity with Coup. I also have tried Triumph Coup, which I think might be my new favorite, because I like to go Collector now on Kha'Zix seconds. I'm a big fan of Collector. It's very OP on Kha'Zix, especially when you're playing Dark Harvest. I would only build Collector if I'm Dark Harvest, but yeah. And another thing with this champion is that you have to Q evolve first. I remember doing one game of Aura Evolve, 2 games of Aura Evolve, and it's too dog shit in my opinion, because to me the game is way too fast paced now. Majority of my games I play, there's constant action in the game, especially when there's melee supports in the game. Even if there's not, I feel like there's just so much fighting, and Aura Evolve is not good for those cases. Even if you take Ulti Hunter, right? Okay, I've realized in this game, but I take Ulti Hunter most of my games. Even if you take Ulti Hunter, it's not enough for it to match the constant fighting. You need to play Q Evolve, and you need to be able to constantly farm, constantly fight with it, and you will always get value with Q Evolve in my opinion right now. And I think it's by far its best evolve. I think if you evolve anything else first, you're literally trolling. So maybe that's why I feel so comfortable playing Kha'Zix this split, just because it's back to the OG type days where you should be playing Q Evolve and playing for tempo, which Kha'Zix is supposed to do. It is a tempo champion. You want to be ahead of the curve, and you can't do that with Aura Evolve. You can only do that with Q, because it allows you to have your QCD lower, right, if they're isolated, so you do more damage, you clear camps faster, you do objectives faster, you can fight champions, your dueling is insane, and you guys should try it out. I feel like if you're having success with Aura Evolve, might be just, I don't know, low quality games, because to me, whenever I tried it, I had so much C, I guess, and it just doesn't seem worth it to me anymore. Even if I'm Conquer Kha'Zix, I'll still go Q Evolve. That's how I feel about the champ. And as for builds, which I guess I'll be showing you guys infographics in a moment. So you guys, I do a lot of different builds. So before this shit loss streak, right? Sometimes, let's say, okay, let's look at this game for example, because this is a special case out of a lot of Kha'Zix games. I go Cleaver Rush this game. When you look at their comp, are we really assassinating people this game? Not really. It should be hard. I don't know why this guy went full without Lee Sin, but let's just assume this guy's a human being and he actually goes normal Lee Sin build. It's not really realistic with assassinating people, so you should build Shojin and Cleaver first item. I like Cleaver more than Shojin first item, unless you're planning to build Grudge in that game. But if you're planning to build Cleaver, regardless, in your 2-3 core, you should build it first. This item has so much like value as an item, especially on Kha'Zix. Like you like shred them, which is just nice. And you guys are wondering like, oh, why don't you do Conquer if you know you're gonna build like this? Well, thing is like, you don't need to have Conquer playing Bruiser style Kha'Zix. It's actually like kind of fake in my opinion, because the only rune that's actually OP in Conquer, oh well, there's 2 runes out of the 4. It's Triumph and it's Ability Haste rune. Those are actually the 2 reasons why the yellow tree feels really good when you play Bruiser Kha'Zix. I didn't run in this game, right? But that's just me. I mean, to be honest, I don't need to like sometimes I min max runes, but like it doesn't really matter for me. Because I'll play my champion very well. But that if you really want to run it secondary, you can. Like I'm not really a big fan of free boots or just inspiration in general nowadays. I feel like just having extra stats is just better. So going precision secondary, going like absolute gathering is just honestly better. For current day league, I think free boots is kind of fake. I think buying tier 1 boots early game is just very OP, and just sitting on it is just very nice. I think Cosmic Value has went down for solo queue. I don't think it's that important to have your smite on lower CD. Unless you're playing like competitive, I think Cosmic has pretty much 0 value in solo queue. Like even champions, like when I played like Jarvan and like Wukong, I would actually just run Sun Impact rather than Sonic, because to me Sun Impact is so broke right now. It gives so much damage in the early game. So before the like loss rate I have, like look at this. Like I only play Absolute Gathering. Let's not look at this demonic game. I was gonna carry this game. The team was right. I think they're balling right down. But yeah, I go Yumu Shojin quite a lot. Yumu. Okay, this game. I think this game also. Game was ended, so I just built for farms. But it's a lot of the Thali items, and you don't really need to build Last Whisper that early anymore, unless you are behind. But if you're ahead, you can build Last Whisper 4th item, so you can greed a lot of good items. You can go Yumu Shojin Clips into like whatever you want. So you can go like Yumu Serpents. I think Serpents is a very great item right now. Just to slot in, it's very cheap. What do you call it? You can also just go Yumu's into like Collector. Currently on this patch, because Collector is 29.50 gold, and remember again has very good synergy with Dark Harvest. But this is like pre 14.20, so there's like no Collector. It's more Shojin. Like Shojin is a very good item when you're ahead on Kha'Zix. And I guess I'll like show you guys infographics in a sec, but yeah, this is what I think how the champion should be played. You should play him only for Q evolve first, never R evolve. It's just never good. Literally, like I just don't see it for how fast paced the game is. And when you're playing as difficult comps, think about buying Shojin first, buying Cleaver first. I think it's most likely, if you're playing as a difficult comp, you're most likely going to be buying Cleaver, because it's most likely going to be like a Q into W evolve type game. I think Shojin is a great item. You could build it first, but again, remember, if you're going to buy Cleaver anyways, just buy it first, and then buy the Shojin. Because to me, Shojin, though it is a great item on Kha'Zix, it's a more like you are ahead of the enemy type item. So I only build this item when I know I'm a lot stronger than enemy champions. Like it's a very good like snowballing type item. Like, it gives you a lot of damage and a lot of HP. But I mean, it sounds weird, right? Like even though it gives a lot of damage to HP, like I don't think it's that great when the game is even. Because to me, when the game is even, you rather have pen. So items like Cleaver, items like Grudge are better if you're even or behind than Shojin. So there is a build where you can do like your like Dirk item. If you're planning to do Dirk into Shojin and then buy Grudge, or you can do like Shojin into Grudge. That also is a great build on Kha'Zix. So you can really be flexible on this champion on currently. You just have to understand like what you're playing against, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the infographics and we'll talk about the builds. And I'll have a gameplay video of after all that. So yeah, let me do the transition. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got Yumu's Collector as our first core build. Well, you know, it's my Collector is very strong on Kha'Zix. I don't know what happened during like for some YouTubers where they say Collector sucks on this champion. Well, I think they're just noobs. but this item has great synergy with Dark Harvest, and it just, in this type of meta, when I think to me Collector is very strong. This is what Collector, like Graves is very strong right now, Kindred is strong, and guess what? They're Collector loving champions. There's also 80 carries that are very strong right now that build Collector. Like this item just gives great stats, executes, and it prints you money. And that's why sometimes I run Triumph secondary with Q, and I think has great synergy with this build, and you can build whatever you want after your 2 core. I mean, if you want to buy more damage, you want to buy some resistances. Usually when you buy Randuins, you buy it at like the 4th item mark. Usually you want to buy, if you're going to go Randuins 4th because you really want it, go Grudge into Randuins. That is very good. But yeah, usually you go with these type of items. I know maybe when earlier where I was showing the OPGs, the opportunity was being built here and there. To me, opportunity is an item where you only build it when you're extremely ahead and you're legit just like shit stopping the players, and it doesn't matter what you build. That's pretty much when you should build opportunity on this champion. So let's move on to the next build. Now this build, Yumu, Shojin, Eclipse, or not Eclipse, Grudge. So this is your 3 core for this build. It's very strong when you're ahead and you want to just maintain your lead, and also have like defensive type stats. HP to me considered kind of defensive because it's not damage. So buying Shojin because it gives you a lot of HP, but also gives you damage in return. It's a very good item when you are like ahead. I don't like building this item when I'm even because you should build damage when you're like behind or even on Kha'Zix, not defensive stats. Otherwise you just do negative damage and you're basically saying you're gonna get carried. But I don't like playing Kha'Zix like that. There are games where you should play that though, maybe because you messed up or like just the nature of their comp. So, but that means like that's something for you to work on, or you either built wrong for that game. We'll talk about a build after this one where you want to do it versus like difficult champions, difficult comps. So after your 3 core, you want to pretty much build more damage, and again, there's Randuin, small Eclipse, if you want to build some type have some type defensive type items, and Randuin is a great item on Kha'Zix when you're versus EU champions. It gives a lot of HP, a lot of armor, and it's just a great slot in item, just like Ma. And yeah, this is what you should be building if you want to play very high damage. Now we got the Cleaver build. So remember how I said earlier, if you're planning to build Cleaver in a game and you are playing against a hard comp, you want to go it first because to me it has so much utility in the item. And then you want to build items like Shojin, and you can build filler items like Eclipse, Randuins and stuff. You even go Eclipse second, right? Like it just depends, right? Like what do you want to buy? But to me, I mean, Shojin is just a great addition. Second item with Cleaver there's a lot of haste in this build, and you want to play Q into W wall most likely if you are building like this, and then you want to finish it off with like E or R. So this build, you should do it when the game is hard to play, and I showed you guys the example earlier of a comp that is hard to play against. And when you're picking this champion, you should be able to tell when it's hard. Like it's just champs that deny you from playing the game. So champs like Poppy, let's say, Lee Sin at times, very like tanky type comps. Like this is a Bruiser build. You can still do Dark Harvest with this build. You don't need Conqueror. Just go Ability Haste, Rune secondary, and to like whatever you want, cut down Triumph, Coup, whatever you prefer. It doesn't really matter too much as long as you have Ability Haste, because you just need haste on this build. Like so, you're just spamming W later on, because that is probably your main job of the game. As Kha'Zix when you are playing against difficult comps. Now we have a Skirmishing type build. You go Eclipse into Shojin or Cleaver and then buy your filler items. You can also build both, but usually for this build I think you should be going Cleaver secondary most of your games. If you do end up going Shojin, I suggest you just go Grudge third, because you're already fairly tanky and rather just buy a flat damage item. Grudge is now a flat pen, it doesn't need lethality to have more stats, so it is a very great item, this split 3 on Kha'Zix, so keep that in mind when you do this build. This build is very strong, probably like every game. You can probably do this build every game, it's not bad. It's just that I like playing Yumus because I like to have the out of combat MS, and with Yumus I can go Ulti Hunter and just greed my runes. But if you're gonna do this build, I suggest you go Relentless Hunter most likely. But you can go Ulti Hunter, honestly. It doesn't really matter too much. And your evolves, of course, always Q. And then most likely you should go R secondary with this type of build because you're trying to find picks and just making fights happen in the jungle, 1v1s, 1v2. Like you're just trying to fight them. So that's what like my suggestion with this build. Now we got the runes. I mean, it's as simple as it is. Take Dark Harvest every game. Sun Impact, Eyeball Collection. And if you want lower LCD, you go Ulti Hunter. If you want to just run around and play for kills and just fight a lot, you just go Relentless Hunter because it's very OP to have All Combat MS. I'll show you guys the secondaries in a bit. I'm not going to talk over it or commentate about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. So just read the text on your screen, and after that, we will go through a VOD of mine, and I'll analyze my own gameplay. Okay, so we got Red Smites, we have Absolute Focus Gathering Secondary with Dark Harvest and Ulti Hunter. Also, for the best jungle pets, you should run Red Smite every single game. It is just way too good on Kha'Zix right now, in my opinion. I think, or just in general, for every jungler you play, you should just take Red Smite. The extra damage and the slow feels so good on this champion, or just in general for junglers. I barely go boost right now. I only go red, sometimes green, but yeah, but every time I am going red. So another thing I've been doing a lot lately on Kha'Zix is I would just do my red buff and then just go walk into the enemy jungle, level 2, and just play for a chunk or like a flash. So I did my red buff and now I'm walking straight to the blue buff because I know he started topside. And we're about to go in here. We hug the wall. Finds out we level E. And he flashes, and then I flash after him. Auto Q, and that's the first snowball kill. And I've been doing this a lot lately, just finding the guy at his second camp and just chunking him. Usually it's very good to do this when the person starts a buff. I haven't tried it when the guy starts Raptors, and he does like, let's say Raptors into Krugs. This cheese is better when the enemy jungler is starting to buff itself. And then we base and buy 2 swords. The reason why I base because mid is not really gankable, there's nothing top. If mid was gankable, maybe I would cross through mid, but it's cast and sway, so there's nothing, and there's no dive top, so it's better for me just to recall and just to get 1 camp and have 2 sword advantage and then find the Xin Zhao again. Because he is only level 2. Or what do you call it? Because he couldn't buy anything out of base, he's only the 1 camp for it. And I'll just be a lot stronger, so all I need to do here is get level 3, and then I think, do I go find him right away? I think I do. This matchup is very Kha'Zix favored on the 1v1 isolation, so it's very good for me. Don't know why I did not invade. Maybe I didn't think it was a good idea with the casted bid, and I have no flash, so like I can die quite easily. I don't think 1-for-1ing is like that worth. But yeah, we're waiting here for the crab. We're playing the counter rank. We know where Xin Zhao is. He can only be bot side, and we will for sure play for his Gromp respawn. Because like he needs to like kill that camp for it, and I want to deny it as much as I can from him. So nothing happened. I played for the counter bots, so there's no. He didn't decide to gank bot, so I'm just gonna clear back up. Play for the Gromp respawn. Good chance that Xin Zhao will not base for his Gromp respawn. He'll be staying on the map. So I have a item advantage on him. Bond's paying for help, but there's nothing. Looks like mute all. Classic. I usually play full mute all most of my games because yeah, like these players, no one knows how to ping, so I can't be asked to listen to them. And I walk straight top here because it's how can be here. And they decide to force this gank. And then they see me on vision because Xin Zhao just warded the tri bush. And I just go straight for Xin Zhao because he has no flash. And I trust my Jace has his E knockback, so I can get out of this quite reliably. And now I base. Can't play to deny the Xin Zhao's Gromp. Oh, looks like I stay. Because my Jace is moving, outplaying him right now. And we got another kill. We are now 3 kills on the Kha'Zix. Oh my god, Hui is here now. Holy. I think I sat here because I thought I can kill him. But he worried the bush, so now it's like hard to just outplay. Oh yeah, I don't know, bro. That guy's actually, the Hui's dead, but like, I don't know, like, this guy's clicks are like so low elo. Yeah, I don't know what that guy's doing. Oh yeah, I walk it out, and my Jace is here soon, so I get as much damage as I can before I die, and then buff transfer complete. Even though I died to Xin Zhao, it actually doesn't matter, like, mean anything. My Jace got buffs, he's about to get another kill. And now top lane is over for Aatrox, and my Jace is extremely ahead. I'm still very strong. Also, Xin Zhao just died there, so here I can actually run to his Gromp, potentially, and play to kill him, because he ran straight top, right? We killed him, and he just ran straight top. He didn't do a single camp, so I'm like running straight to the top side. I don't know why I pinged that. See Aatrox right now. Jace is gliding on him. And we walk in. Xin Zhao should show on the Gromp. He should be on it. Like, there's no reason for him not to be. Okay, never mind. He's not on it. So I don't know where Xin Zhao is right now. Actually, I have zero, like, no idea. Maybe he's on the grubs, low key. Smite that. Grubs are up, so we play for the grubs. We have a Jace, we have a Kha'Zix, very good champions to get grubs for. I mean, for the Kha'Zix it's later on in the game, but for the Jace it's like right now, because he's winning. He gained the tower a lot in front of Aatrox's face. And we prioritize the objective. We need my top laner to be safe, feel safe, so he can hump the enemy turrets. Well, my Kha'Zix didn't clear the pink there, but he won't clear it. And I see the Kha'Zix fighting, but I'd rather play for my Jace. He ended up dying. It happens. It's okay. And the way I played, yeah, Xin Zhao's walking to be red, so I'm gonna walk here. Make sure I don't get hit. And we got another kill on the Xin Zhao, and we can kill his Aatrox too. Oh, Jace cut TP in. I mean, I could have killed him 1v1. As long as he's like isolated. As long as I don't get hit by the sweet spots of his abilities, I always kill him 1v1. Now we base, we have Yumus. We have a lot of camps up, but I'm looking just to keep fighting. I farm when I feel like there's nothing to do. That's how I think about the game. We have very strong spike right now. Maybe clear one time, then we fight, so just go fight right away. That is what I'm thinking about right now. Looks like I farm. So we're Q evolve, gotta Q evolve every game. Where I said, our evolve is just weak. It's not good. Looks like we're just doing a clear timer. As long as my top laner can play the game, and my bot doesn't infeed, and my Kha'Zix is scaling, game is good. We have absolute gathering, so we're also scaling. Couldn't really invade because everyone played the base on my team. Sometimes you can still invade, even if they are basing. It's honestly your own risk. Off the Yumus, we're running straight to the bot lane. another kill, harvested. 6-1 on the Kha'Zix. And we see Zinza mid doing some shenanigan. And we're gonna cross 2, defend our camps. It's not worth to give our whole top side for this Drake. Zinza, and we're gonna play the kill him. This guy don't. No, I'm going back in knowing myself. Yeah, there it is. He has no. No, you're gonna kill Zinzawa. You have E. Boom. And this is why this matchup is incredibly Kha'Zix favored. And we earn ourselves more camps. And like this type of game, Shojin is very good because we're very ahead. We're 7 kills. And Shojin gives us HP and AD, which is what we want. Another kill in our pockets. And this is what I mean, like on Kha'Zix, like if you play like this, you track the jungler, you can counter gank very reliably, you can invade him, and you can just end his game, and he pretty much becomes like homeless in the game. Oh, I think I'll buy pickaxe Ruby, right? That's what I would do. Oh, about 2 of them. Yeah. So, reason why I go Ruby, so Sword Ruby, is because I already do enough damage. I rather have extra HP, which will maybe buy time, or I can eat more damage, maybe 1v2, etc, etc. So I'd value HP here more than 10 extra AD. I also have pretty much 10 extra AD plus from my runes, which feels very good. So just from my runes, I already have 350 gold value. And you see how like we know where Zindao's gonna be the whole game. You are early, so you can't just react. And we got another kill. And here we should probably play for Drake. I think I play to see what's going on in the jungle for one time. Oh, it looks like I'm prioritizing camps over the dragon. I mean, this game will not go so. It shouldn't if we're good. So, playing for camp lead is not a bad thing. Dodging this ward, going all the way behind. They don't know where I am right now. Tank with a tower for my AD. I mean, I would have taken the kill if I didn't troll, but it's okay. Fine to share the wealth with the boys. And now we're planning to cross, because since I can only be topside right now. But we will take a quick camp before we go across the map. Oh, it looks like he's entering right now. Another kill. I was just on the grubs. Let me get this real quick. I mean, this is what I mean, like, Q-Evolve feels so good. You can't do whatever I just did with R-Evolve. All these sequences, like, Q-Evolve just lets my CD come sooner. Yeah, it gives me extra range. Oh, my claws. Oh my god, I'm a bit tired. My bad. We're yawning. Yeah, we're looking to invade yet again. Pretty sure I should just do my camps. Looks like I hover top, kill the HX rocket, get tower, then probably play the base. Dodge this third sweet spot Q. Get another kill. You see how I like all my camps are up, but I'm prioritizing farming his camps first and tracking him before I even think about my camps. Unless there's nothing to do on the map, that's where I do my camps. And that's like that's my thought process on the balance of like when should I farm, when should I just not farm. And if you have a very aggressive mindset, you will learn how to really balance out your farming, because it just takes a bit of critical thinking to understand when you should or shouldn't. I think our run and shoot to is right here because he just made this play bots. His red just spawned recently. Pop the Emus, get their ASAP. Looks like Cassidy got him anyways. Cassidy did not get him actually. I mean, look how tanky I am right now. This Shojin. I still do a lot of damage too. Like, it's a pretty crazy item, so to say. Yeah, I don't know what the Zatox are doing. This guy actually just came to die. And these type of games, you want to go Orville second, usually, or even E. E or R into E is very good. And you see, like, my armor camps are up, but, like, I'd rather just keep playing to invade, eat his camps before mine. It's, like, very illegal for him to farm his camps. I think black, what we call it, back click there, because I thought he was in an army, so I can dodge it. Look for his blue, and now we're just sitting inside his jungle. I think I end up buying Eclipse third this game. I mean, you can build whatever you want actually. This type of game. I think Eclipse into Grudge is very good. A lot of haste, a lot of like utility. You don't need to keep buying lethality. Fly 80 is also very good on Kha'Zix. And haste also. Haste is very nice for your ults, your W, your E, just everything. Haste is just a beautiful stat for Kha'Zix. You got the heralds. Evolved the wings. So I base my top laner. So I want to really play with my top laner this game. He's the one that helps me progress the game. I buy Dirk. Don't know why I buy Dirk. What did I buy with this Dirk? Nobody knows. Serpents? Yeah, that makes sense. They have a lot of shielding. Karma. The Hue. It's actually a pretty big value item. Go assassinate the Ezreal. A little quick little double jump. Oof. Well played by Kassadin. Yeah, game's pretty much over. Pretty fast-paced game. Even though I have a Kassadin, we still made wonders work this game. Some invades, like, your teammates can't help you when you're getting invaded as the enemy jungler. So if you do this kind of stuff and throw off their game, it's actually very good for the team that's trying to really scale. Like, they have a Kassadin, maybe like an Asol, a Smolder. Like, usually the way I view the game when I play these champions, even though I dislike playing with them usually, is that my job in that game usually will be to buy time and create a lot of pressure to where they end up scaling and then carry me in the late game. But I carry the early into mid game, which is very much Kha'Zix's identity. Now, Kha'Zix is not a late game champion. He's a really early to mid game champion after level 6. So you really want to make the greatest use out of his kit. Though some comps he does scale, but that's only when you like are very fed. I don't know what's going on here, bro. I'm just juggling towers. And I die for free. Happens though. I think this game was played on 14.19. I think I would have bought Collector here if this was current patch, but I buy Serpents. I think Collector is too expensive to buy here. See, I'm debating on whether or not to buy Collector actually, but I'm just unable to buy it. But yeah, we end up buying Serpents. You could go Edge Knight here also. Honestly, like, just perfect. Like, build whatever you want. I feel like I have enough defensive stat, so I go the Serpent's Fang. My god. Movie. Are they all dead? Okay, Casson got this shit, right? My goat. Just thought too. Oh man. Well, looking to just get kills. I mean, it's just the name of the game, right? If you guys have any like questions, let me know down in the comments below. I'll answer any question that I can. I think I feel my double jump here. Oh, that guy's going, bro. Nobody knows. Are we crashing this? Man, I'm so bored actually. Wait, where am I going? Oh, I'm going for the tier 3. Oh my god. Yeah, don't know why I put Herald actually. Nobody knows. So another thing I've noticed I've been doing, like when I have my upgraded smite, the fully upgraded, I always smite the campsite cringe to clear like wolves and like raptors, Krugs, so that I can just like not waste my time. Like no one's really pulling Baron nowadays. Little juke back. Oh, didn't end up working out. This game's gonna end soon. We're kind of just waiting to do the Baron at the game. Did I base her? No. When did they take my crab? Yo. So let me know what you guys want to see in future videos. I know it's like the usual question I always ask, but I always want to know, you know, maybe there's something I missed, like I forgot, or like maybe didn't think about, because I always have a lot of ideas, just that I need to like actually do them. But yeah, day uploads are coming back. Maybe some of you haven't watched the Kindred video yesterday, but there's some people are just Kindred players on my my community, or some are just Kha'Zix players. So look at that damage. Ooh. I'm about to kill everyone here, no cap. And I'm dead. Because I jumped like a ninja. And Aatrox takes kill. Taba is OP. I think my Jaren runs down here if I remember correctly. Let's go. That's just dead. Ah. Yeah, we're buying Grudge next. Casting doing his work. I mean, honestly, we just need to do Baron, and then we can end the game. Like, they're just not FFing, like, more mental fortitude on the enemy team. It's like games like this, you wonder, like, these guys, like, enjoy torture, actually. Like, they have, like, no chance of winning this game, but they decide to play it out. They're kind of weirdos, you know? Like, just come new game. It's good to have a good mental, though. But sometimes, like, it's also good to conserve your mental. Because it is definitely mentally taxing. Like, if you play a long game that, like, you're going to, and, like, oh, like, it's kind of feels hard to win. It's, like, kind of, like, lost, you know? Like, they're not really trying to, like, come back into this game. They're just turtling. And turtling is not a real way to come back into games. I mean, okay, no, it is, but it's not, like, an actual good way to improve. The way you really want to come back is actually try to manifest plays, try to catch them off guard. You know, that's like good ways to improve yourself on returning in lost game states. Zoning the Ezreal, because there's no way the Intings and Zhao 1v3 is my team. And now we're finally going to the Baron Nashor. I mean, game will end soon. But yeah, hope you guys do the analysis early on. I mean, now like I kind of have nothing to say, honestly. It's pretty like simple gameplay. Like it can't be that hard to play. For me personally, but maybe for you guys it's hard, but you kind of just want to play with a team, keep just sitting in your jungle, farm their camps, and just like play for picks. If someone is like overextending on a side lane, let's say like these two idiots, balling, you kill them, you know. See, I'm running down, and now we kill the Inter. We're trying to find Ezreal now. I think the Ezreal boost. Unlucky. Okay, looks like the game is over. I'm out of the way. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, let me know down in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video. And just all future videos in general. Peace, guys.